Hi, everybody. It's Dee Slater with Create with Dee. Welcome to my Wednesday morning live. Today, we're going to have another sampler class. I did this last week, but this one is one that you can get a kit to go with your online order from me. If you'd want to check out the information there in the comments or in the description of it, you can get this class. This is what my local card class was going to make yesterday. We had a little bit of a snow day here in Northeast Indiana. It was basically where I live, it's one of those first snowfalls of the year. We've been unusually lucky with not having any snow on the ground. And actually, I kind of miss it a little bit. If it's going to be cold and icky out, might as well have pretty snow to look at. But we're going to be making some more samplers again of what's in the Spring Mini catalog. And as always, as you come on, if you want to say hello and let me know where you're from, I'm from Northeast Indiana. I'm a little bit north of Fort Wayne. And I guess, that's what's going on here. So say hi when you come on if you'd like. Also, as people are getting notification, I thought I would just do a quick reminder that this is the last, in the last 2 days, that you can register for my Mega Be Mine card class. I've got information down below again. Hi, you're welcome, Doreen. Thanks for playing along with my casino party on New Year's Day. But I thought I just would kind of give you a quick glance here on the 7 projects that we are going to be making at my Be Mine Mega class. 7 projects. We're going to do these really cute cards. So you'll get materials to make 4 cards with envelopes. You're going to make 3 3D items. And you'll get in the kit, part of it is materials. So you're going to get coordinating ribbon, embellishments, and lots of paper. Plus, I've got a couple of surprise things that you can do. I'm going to have some charms that you can make with your paper as well. So kind of actually 8 things. So if you want to, please, check out that information. You got 2 days to sign up for either the materials. You can get a bundle. You can get the whole suite. Hi, Marge. I missed seeing you guys yesterday, Marge, but I'm glad that you guys stayed home. It was just a sloppy, icky mess out yesterday. All right, so I am going to turn the camera around and we will get making these 3 cards here today. All right, I love this glass mat. This is one that you can get free when you join Stampin Up. If it's something you're considering, would really, invite you to join my team, the Beautiful Stampers. But one of the things I'll show you, I have an overhead light where I do my filming. I'm going to just put this down just a little bit. I have this light glare here. And so I got to push it up just a little bit so that we don't see it. So I purposely have it a little bit off of camera here, and so just so that we don't get that glare. Well, here are our cards that we're going to be making here today. We're going to be making this super cute card. This is actually from Celebration Paper, the Flight and Airy. I think everybody's been really loving it so far. And actually, we're going to do a cutting technique that I did with the Creative Club last month. So Creative Club members, even though there's a video on there, if you're happening to watch it, this is going to be that same layout that we're going to be doing. This is very similar to what, as far as the paper and everything that we did last week on it. I'll just kind of do an overview of this and do some other things, but we'll have this really cute card here. This is with the Perennial Lavender Suite. And then, oh my goodness, who doesn't love a little ice cream? This is so stinking cute. I love this. My dad is a huge ice cream person. It's probably where we all get our sweet tooth. But anyways, we can make a little ice cream card. And so we're going to do that one as well. All right, let's go ahead and we're going to get started using the Flight and Airy Celebration paper. So let me get all of our goodies that we're going to have for that. get my sample over here. So again, if this is, if you're looking to place an order, if you have a $40 online order before tax and shipping, you'll get one of each of these cards. So this is what your kit would look like. So I'm going to use Misty. This was made with boho blue, but I'm going to switch it up and do Misty Moonlight as the cardstock and the ink here today. All right, so let's go ahead and yes, let's do the card base. So 8.5 by 11, folded in half. That'll be our card base. We'll set that aside. We'll have a layering piece for the inside of the card. This is 4 by 5.25, and we'll do something with that here in just a little bit. 4 by 5.25 piece of petal pink, and I've used the time worn textured 3D embossing folder to add just that, a little texture. And this is the Flight and Airy designer paper. It's free with the $50 order. And I've got this cut at 3 3/4 by 5. So if we look at the card here, you'll see I have these like triangle pieces here off to the side. In order to get that, what we're going to do is we're going to take our 3 3/4 by 5 layering piece, and I'm going to get my trimmer out. And this is what is known as, or at least I'm calling it, the double diagonal layout or cut. So you just get your Stampin' trimmer. You're going to line up the diagonal points on the trimming line, or the trimming, you know, the when I say the track there. And this is my blade. I'm going to go pretty fast because I don't want to snag it. Making sure, and we'll cut it. Oops, there, it wasn't even on. There we go. So that's the first cut. And then what we're going to do is we're going to turn it and cut it at the other diagonal. This is where the double diagonal is. And what you want to do is just line up your paper and you'll hold it into place. It seems like it's intimidating, but you know, it's really not. And it's kind of nice with the patterns. You can line up the patterns. Okay, so it's the double diagonal cut. So we're going to use the same piece of paper and just hold it down into place and cut. Okay, so now when we're done, we have something that looks like this. So let me get the trimmer off. Kind of keep these in line here. Oops, here we go. There we go. Get it off that way. All right, so actually what you can do, and this is what you would do with your class, you'd actually have enough to make 2. So what I want to show you is that we want to take, here's what I'm going to call like the long straight edge, and then here's your pyramid. That's going to point on the inside like so, and that would line it up like that. Okay, but what I want to show, and that's what I did on this one. But what I wanted to show is that if you wanted to, you could go the other direction too. So this is another card. I'll put that off to the side. And what I'm going to do is we can go in this direction as well. Again, Club Girls, this is what you did for December. And so I'm going to go ahead and bring these 2 in. In fact, I like the orientation to be switched up just a little bit. So if you wanted to, you could cut your paper at 4 by 5.25 and do the same thing. It doesn't really matter what size of paper that you have because you're cutting at the diagonal. And then it's like the points should pretty much meet up in the middle. And don't quite have my, probably got that a little too close to that edge. Let's see, nope, it's down for good. All right, so that's that layer. That's how that looks. So again, you know, it would just be those 2 pieces put together would make our, you know, our cut piece there. And so, but we're going to go this way. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and layer this onto my card base. And I'm using liquid glue. Whoops, got a little bit on my hand there. All right, so this time I'm going to go this way with it just to show the different orientations depending on which one that you would like. Oops, I've got all sorts of little birdies here. Let's see here. I'm going to see, I think I've got my Misty Moonlight that I have here cut in the wrong one. So let me grab that real quick. Sorry guys, just a second. Getting my scrap. So this little bird image was just made. This is another one of the papers from the Flight and Airy. And what I did is I just went to the patterns and I took my 3/4 inch circle punch. Yes, this is an old one. It's the whale tail, but I still have that one. And I just found a pattern that I liked in one of the bird images and punched that out. And then with our 2-inch circle punch, we are going to go ahead and do another layering there. I had the wrong size of punch in there, so I'm going to definitely go back and make sure that all of my kits that I've got the right ones. And we're just going to do a simple layering. So we'll take our liquid glue. Look what an adorable image that is. Oh my gosh. Too sweet and too cute. All right, we'll set that off to the side. And what I found, now this is in the annual catalog. This is the seasonal branches. This little bird image and these flowers just seem like they play along with it. So this is new in the celebration, but you may have the seasonal branches already from the annual catalog. And I've got the stitched shapes. I've got one of the smaller banners here. And I'm going to switch it up and use Garden Green. It's one of the colors in the paper. And let's see. Oh, and here we go. And I'm also using the Happy Birthday Wishes. I'll be using the little blue or the little bird. And then I'll use the flower images that are in that matching die set. Okay, so this says Happy Birthday Wishes using Garden Green. Get that here. Put that off to the side. And I'll get my Stampin' Dimensionals. I've got to learn to bring this in just a little bit. I'm used to having the whole mat in the frame of my camera, but it's just a little, I've got to work on it just a little bit. I've got to keep looking up to make sure. All right, so I've got 2 Stampin' Dimensionals on either end. And I want this to be just slightly below the point where the points meet. And now I'm going to come in with my bird image. And that's my top. I'm going to put 2 dimensionals on the top and the middle, leaving the bottom open because I want that to kind of slightly overhang on my birthday wishes. So cute. So cute. All right. Let's go ahead and we'll stamp an image on the inside. And we can do this with our envelope too. Now, if you wanted to, you could get out your blends and Stampin' Color on the inside. For today, I'm just going to take Misty Moonlight and take this bird image that I think really coordinates with it. And put that on the inside. Have a little birdie right here too. Oops. See if I can line that up. Not too bad. All right. So, you know, again, you could use the Memento ink and do some coloring on that if you want. We're just kind of going down and dirty here today with it. You don't always have to have everything, you know, colored. Of course you could if you wanted to on that, but this is just a little nod to the bird and the flowers that we had there. And let's see here. Then the last thing is that, where did it go? Here we go. So from that, that set, the seasonal branches, when you die cut out these flowers, it's kind of nice. It's one die, but you get 3 flowers at a time. And I'm just going to take this here and get my mini dimensionals somewhere. Oops, I've got them floating in the other room, I think. We'll take a regular dimensional and cut it in half. Oh my gosh, you guys, I have been playing with some of the new products and kind of doing another Valentine's project. So I'm not sure what time on Friday, but I will be popping on live and doing a 3D project for some Valentine's candy. It's kind of a fancy one. And so I think that you'll really like it. Oops, that one already had a little mini dimensional on it. Put that here. And then if you want, you can put a little pearl. You could color it. I thought I just would bring out my good old, which one are the pastel adhesives? You know, so whatever little gem that you want to put on it, I thought I just would show some other options. Again, you could put a pearl, a rhinestone. I'm going to use this little blue one here in the center to kind of mix that up a little bit. And there we go. That's our first one. Hi, Marianne. So yeah, so that's a way that you can do this layout. Again, it's called the double diagonal layout. And when you cut it, you do end up with 2, you know, you can make 2 cards out of 1 sheet. So you'll be getting materials to make just 1 card, but you'd have these 2 left over that you can do, try it going in the other direction, whichever way that you didn't do it before. All right, that's our first card. So again, as always, like if there's anything on this video that you like, you know, please give me a heart, a thumbs up, you know, comment. All of that really helps my videos and stuff. So I'd appreciate it if you feel like it to do so. All right, our next card is going to use the Perennial Lavender suite of products. And here's some more of our gorgeous designer paper. And what I've got on this one is, again, this is kind of a sampler class on here. So we start out with our card base of thick basic white, 8.5 by 5.5. And this time we are going to have a layering piece of crumb cake, 4 by 5.25. And I'm kind of playing around with the suite here. The whole suite is, if you wanted to, you could, for one number, you get all of the goodies in there to play with. I'm using a combination of the painted lavender images as well as the perennial postage. Last time we used the dies on the painted lavender, and I'm going to use the postage, the postage dies on this one just to kind of give a feel for what that looks like. As you can tell from my voice, I'm a little bit scratchy yet on that, so I do apologize for that. Mary Ann, I would be free later on today if you want to get together. That would be awesome. I'll get with you afterwards. Okay, so I've got my, this is one of the images from Painted Lavender. And I'm just going to kind of do some random stamping here. Kind of going to go up and down a little bit. I'm just going to make my own background this time. On my sample, you'll see where I ran it through the timeless texture, but I just kind of wanted to show that, you know, we can do other type of stamping for backgrounds. Just kind of going high. I'm not sure where this is going to cover, so I'm just kind of going to make my own little pattern here. So that's my background pattern. Set that off to the side. And now I got a piece of the designer paper. This is cut at 4 by 2. So a really nice measurement. You can really make good use out of those measurements on a 12 by 12 sheet of paper. I'm going to put that down here first. Put that on the top. And let's see here. Grab, here it is. And then I'm going to use a little connecting piece here. I had set aside my samples to use for our class here today. And I obviously am missing about 9% of what I should have here. I'm going to need to cut another piece of cardstock real quickly. I misspoke a little bit on the measurements here. Real quick, I need to get myself cut another piece. And get this. Oops. All right, so I'm going to back up on the measurements a little bit. This is actually 3 3/4 by 5. So this is 3 3/4 by 2. That's still the same. This is a piece of gorgeous grape, 3 3/4 by a 1/2 inch. And now we're going to mat that onto our gorgeous grape, 4 by 5 1/4. I had everything already for all of the classes. I anticipate like so many orders by, I pretty much, try to cut a few extras ahead of time. And I obviously didn't have my own prepped just as good as what I could have. Good morning, Pam. Pam is from North Carolina. Hi, Pam. All right, now I'm ready to go. Put that all down. And so that's a layout that you can use. Have that 2 inch on the top. And then for me, it's just easier to cover it on the layer versus trying to do a partial one. That way I know how it's matted. This is from the designer paper. This is the postage dies. So I just, this is, I think it was about a 2 1/4 by 3 piece of designer paper. That side's cute too. And I've got that matted on a 2 by 2.5 by 3. I'll have the measurements there here in just a second. Well, here I can do it this way. Got my glass mat. So 2 1/4 by 3, 2 1/4 by 3. So I start out with the same size of the paper in this, but when you die cut it, it die cuts out the postage. So 2 1/4 by 3, gorgeous grape. And we'll get that layered. Now on this one, I'm going to go ahead and I'm letting the designer paper do all the work on this. You could put another image on here on the center, but I was just really wanting to showcase the designer paper for us here in our sampler class. And I appreciate that everybody last week, they really enjoyed the bouquet that we did with the little wrapped like paper look on it. So thanks for that. So I'm going to put that up a little high. And I realize I'm using that same sentiment, but I still like it. It's the, you're simply marvelous. And I'm going to get our gorgeous grape ink out for that. Again, this is the stitch shapes on the banner. I'm going to try that again, a little crooked. There we go. And we'll get some more dimensionals on it. On this one, I'm going to put 3. I want to make sure I get that nice and supported on it. And we'll do that. Today, I woke up, it was a little bit of a Monday on a Wednesday. My tenant had an issue that I needed to address this morning, and somebody, oh, here, I'm going to go real quick on, switch this over. I'm not sure if it was myself or hubby, but one of us didn't close the freezer to our freezer side by side, our freezer door enough. And I'm like, what is this leaking out of the freezer section? I open it up and here the door wasn't shut. So when I get home here, I'm going to have, I shut it and it's working, freezer's working and everything. It's just the door was slightly there. So luckily we don't have a whole lot of meat in there, but it's like a Monday, right? Anyways, okay, let's get back to crafting. Let me go this way. Okay, so I just had to kind of like share that with you, that it's like, okay, this is my fun part of my day, because when I get home, it's going to be cleanup. Ugh, I hate all of that. All right, so this is the Purple Fine Shimmer Gems. It's nice. It's got all of these different tones of purple in it. So almost like rich raspberry, gorgeous grape, Highland heather. So lots of little tones in there. And let's see here. Let's pick the lighter one. And we'll get a couple on here. And, then if you wanted to, and why don't we? Well, then you could stamp, more of the floral images in there or add on to the sentiments. But then that's another card that we have. And I just love that lavender suite. In fact, down, I think here in a couple of months, I'm doing a nice big class on that. I've got a fun little case that's going to go with it. So, if you like taking classes from me, hang tight, because I've got some fun coming up for us. Right after the Be Mine, I'll, we'll be able to do another fun one. All right, the next card here is from the Ice Cream Swirl bundle. I think it pairs great with the paper that's in the hot air balloon suite of products. So it's just kind of fun and fancy and kind of all about birthday kind of one that paper is. So that's where that designer paper is. And for this, these are the dies that come along in the bundle, or the dies. So you get this really nice ice cream cone here that, we'll be seeing it later on, but that's this. So it's a good size, ice cream cone. And if you wanted to, this is little waffle that you could die cut or run it through at the same time, and it would give that impression of the waffle cone, a waffle there. This is the little wrap. It could, that's where this came from. And then these are 2 dies. It's the background of the swirl and then the swirl itself. So that's what I'm using today. And let's go ahead and we'll get this one. Oh, and then the high came from the new mini alphabet dies. And I just wanted to show you that it cuts all in one pass. So when you die cut it, you get all of these letters all at once. Okay, so let's see, that's that on it. So let's make this cute ice cream cone. All right, so I've got the ice cream cone cut out of crumb cake. And so what you can do is just fold it in half. This would make a really adorable, almost like to put it in a birthday announcement. If you could, on your printer, you can do some like, times or whatever, like the time of the birthday party. This is the ice cream swirl. or the background of it. And then we're going to use, and that was out of Basic White, and then out of Flirty Flamingo, we'll be doing the swirl. And then the little cone holder is out of the Lighter Than Air designer paper. And let's go ahead and in the stamp set, it's got this cone. So we'll be using this, the cone image here, Hope Your Day is Sweet, and the swirl. Alrighty, so, oops, and that's for the punching. So let me get the crumb cake out here again. And we'll get that inked up. And we'll go ahead and I'm just going to line that up down here at the bottom and press. And what you could do is, of course, always stamp first and then line it up and run it through your die cutting machine. But we're going to go that way here right now. And then I'm going to do the same thing with the swirl. And on this one, I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo. Because what I wanted to, I could have had like the white swirl and then the flirty on the top of it, but I kind of wanted it to look like strawberry ice cream all the way through. So how I got that look is I'm going to take the swirl stamp, get that inked up, and do my best to line it up here. And have that. And then I'm going to take my blending brush. I've got one that's kind of pinkish here that I use. And I'm just going to lightly give this a little color on the background. So that way I can have, I kind of wanted to do this twofold just to kind of show you, you know, how you could do this if you wanted to. So I'm just kind of bringing those lines in. And then because this is a glass mat, I've got this kind of dampened a little bit just in case I had any, you know, ink there. Put that off to the side. All right, so now this is going to go here. So it's going to kind of line up in between those swirl lines. So I know this isn't the right one, but it could have looked like this. But, you know, so if you wanted to just do the two-tone look, you could do that. But I kind of liked this look here. And I'll go ahead and I'm going to put some glue on it. I'm not going to worry about putting glue on the little, what do I want to say, these fine ones here. It's going to stick down, you know, fine without that. If you wanted to, you could get out your fine tip glue pen and put that down a little more if you want, but I'm okay with it being loose. And then we're just going to kind of line it up with the stamped line there. Adorable. All right, so next what we're going to do is we're going to take our designer paper and we're going to put it, this is our little ice cream cone wrap, so that we can hold our ice cream cone while we munch on it. How cute would this be to give like a Dairy Queen, a Culver's, or one of your, you know, local ice cream gift cards with it too? Wouldn't that be cute? So I like to put this on here first so I can kind of position where I want to put the ice cream itself. And I'm going to use Stampin' Dimensionals for that. Keep pulling out the wrong thing here. So I'm going to put the dimensionals on the top of my ice cream cone because I want to make sure that I don't have any glue that's up in here. So I'm going to use dimensionals. And then, oh, just real quick. Does that not look like Santa's beard? I know we just got done with the holidays and we want to like maybe get starting to think spring, But look how fun that would be as a Santa beard too. All right, so do I have both of them off? Nope, I didn't think so. So then I can kind of position that. And then on the back side, you don't see it then. So that way I know there's no glue. And then for the high on here, I just simply took the dual oval punch. And we'll just get that. So you'll have a little, you'll have an oval punch in your kit. And I'm just, again, going to put the letters on here with liquid glue. Just need a little bit here. It's going to center it. It says hi. Oh shoot, I should have done the inside stamping on the cone first. I think I can make it work. And do this. Again, I don't need a whole lot on it, just enough to get it to stick. So this is just a quick little greeting. You can do, you know, a happy birthday, whatever other sentiment that you might like on it. I'm going to pop this up here with the dimensional. Put that here. Now I'm going to open this up. And here I'm going to do a little stamping on the, that says, hope your day is sweet. So this is just, it says, hi, hope your day is sweet. So it's just a cute little card that you could send somebody. So hope your day is sweet. And I'm going to put that right up here on the top. And we are done. So look how cute that would be. I have seen where, well, actually in the catalog, they have this image and they've got it used on a box front. Oh my gosh, that's going to be so cute. I'm going to have to try to make that box here, you know, sometime too. But I just think that is super cute. Let's go ahead and I'll turn the camera around and we will show everything that we made here today. All righty. So, so this is this week's class. If this is one of a class that you can get a kit to go if you'd like. It's a nice little sampler. And we learned how to do the double diagonal cut here, a simple layout that you could use. This would be a great card to layout to mass produce. And then trying out our little cute little ice cream cone on there. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. And if I can help you out in any way, please don't hesitate to reach out through any of my social media ways. All right, thanks a lot, everybody. Have a great week and happy crafting. Bye-bye.